Check sound 1 2. Check sound 1 2. Check sound 1 2. Check sound 1 2.
Sound 1 2. Sound 1 2. Sound 1 2.
Check
Dearest family, there's no friends. The mere fact that you've made yourself present here today just makes you one big family. On behalf of my sister-in-law Cody, our late Rodney's spouse Shamla, daughter Andrea, sister Shamaine, host of friends and relatives, we welcome you to this 15-day memorial of our dear departed Rodney Naidoo, who walked this earth like any ordinary individual. Much will be spoken and said later, but as of now, I'd like to commence with the opening prayer, which will be led by our very esteemed Gopi Tagat of the local budget group, who will now take full control. Gopi.
నా ప్రియమైన తల్లిదండ్రులారా మీ అందరికీ నా ప్రేమ నమస్కారం. Respected elders, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, namaskaram, namaste and welcome to all of you. Can we all rise for the opening prayer? Thank you. రూపమునా గగమంద్రగిరిని వేల్పున నిల్పిన విభవాచాలి పన్నీరు పరిపండి పరిమార్చిన కొరమీదన నిల్పిన కోత్రధరణి మిగమూల స్వామి అయి మేదియైతునే చెన్నాడిన నరసింగ మూర్తి ಹುಟ್ಟಿದನ ಬಲದೈತುನೇ ಭೂಮಿನ ತೊಕ್ಕಿನ ರಾಮರಾಧ ಸರಾಧ ರಾಜ ತನಿಯ ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
You know, if I was asked to encapsulate Rodney's life in just one word, nothing else comes to mind but brilliant. When you look at those pics and the slides, it just shows you the life and style of Rodney. Born with scoliosis, life-threatening, has a lifespan. But why am I telling you this? When God decides it's time for you to return home, will He? He's given Rodney the life. He's given him all of the attributes to outweigh his challenges. His mental alertness, despite his physical disability, is second to none. Rodney was ahead of his time. A young man that was thrown in the deep end, and my late brother, Daddy Naidoo, even though with much compassion, never spared the rod when it came to Rodney. He treated him like any other ordinary human being. So much so that today, we can stand here proud as a family and say, when his condition deteriorated some 3 years ago, and he was in and out of hospital, who controls an empire from his bed with diplomacy and accuracy. His hands-on, his knowledge and computer skills just left him miles ahead of any person who is in his normal faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the life of a legend, a young man that has given us the opportunity of calling brilliance. Rodney Naidoo, passing on at the age of 56, lived a life to its fullest. Today, there are speakers who will take you through the life and style of Rodney. First of whom I'd like to welcome to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, the endearing sister, that young lady that stood by Rodney and was his soulmate and companion in his growing years. Allow me to welcome to the podium, Mrs. Charmaine Reddy.
Dear family, thoughts flood my mind as I go down memory lane, summing up Rod's life in a nutshell. God chose his parents and siblings. Rod, your journey was not an easy one, but Daddy and Amma made sure your life was as comfortable as possible, ensuring your every need was met. Daddy ensured that you got the best medical treatment so that you received a better quality of life. Amma was at your side carrying every pain you felt. You had a wonderful family structure extending from grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and a host of family and friends. Rod, your tapestry of life was put together by every single member of the family, your friends, that has given you that made you the person that you were. The turning point in Rod's life was the America trip when Dad and Amma decided to take him to America to see what could have been done more for him. When Rod was born, his lifespan, the doctor said, he will only live till he was a teenager. But God had other plans because he placed him in a home that he would have been taken care of and be provided for. And that was his greatest blessing. Going to America, and Daddy just took a chance and said, let me see what I can do. So when they got there, he found a hospital and a doctor who was going to perform a spinal fusion for Rodney, where he will walk upright and he will be more capable than what he was. So Daddy had to take a decision then. Must I come back home and bring Rodney back, or must I stay back and continue with this? So he took a decision then that this treatment was going to last 18 months. And leaving me behind, I just started high school. And I was going to stay away from Rod and Amma for 18 months, and Daddy. So he had to make another decision. How would my life become a bit easier? So he spoke to Auntie Shamba and said, this is what I intend doing, and can I go ahead with it? And she said, okay, Daddy, go for it. And the day Rod went into surgery, Loki, who was Daddy's secretary at that time, was a member of the Divine Life Society. So Auntie Shamba got her home. I took leave from school that day. The time of the operation till the end of the operation, we chanted the mantra for 8 hours non-stop, till Daddy calls us and tells us that Rod's operation was a success. And together the entire family prayed for Rodney. We were so gifted that we came from such a close-knit family that everyone felt our pain. And the time that Amma and Rod was overseas, that my aunts and uncles took care of me, together with my granny. And I stayed without them for so many months. Until it was time for the school holidays, and Segri, together with Auntie Shamba and I, went to America and spent 6 weeks with Rod. That was the most painful and traumatic experience for me as a young girl, because every day they would come and do the spin care for him. screams in pain, and I would walk to the end of the hospital till I cannot hear him scream. And Daddy used to do the same. Rodney's op was a success and he was on his way back to South Africa. That's where his life turned around and he became more able and capable of handling himself. During our schooling career, we shared an inseparable bond, so much so that I, on my lunch break, would come and check on him every day. Getting Rodney ready for school was a painstaking task for me not because it was hard, but because he would want me to sing for him before I got him ready. Before I knew it, I was ready for my wedding. Rod, I know you really missed me after I got married. Slowly your focus changed to the children with whom you spent a lot of time. As they ventured out on their own to build their own nest, you kept in contact with them, always checking up on them. Rod, throughout your illness, you fought bravely. 3 years ago, when Dr. Abdullah called Shamla and I into the nursing station to put you on the ventilator, you bounced right back, and you've been doing so well, but it became challenging for you in this last 1 month where you took ill. Never did we know that you were not going to come back. Ma and Sham, you have done everything in your power to ensure that Rod received the best possible care. We must take solace in the fact that Rod is resting, no more pain and suffering. On behalf of Bob, myself, children, their spouses and grandchildren, Rod, we want you to rest well as you fought a great battle. Love and miss you.
Thank you, Shamaine, for those kind and endearing words. Ladies and gentlemen, Rodney shared a very special relationship with both his paternal and maternal families. To address you, I'd like to welcome to the podium Mrs. Melanie Moodley, a very close cousin to Rodney, who's been here ever since the news of his passing on, as Melanie had emigrated to India, Bengaluru, India, but the distance never kept her from attending his funeral. She is here with us, and I'd like to welcome Mrs. Melanie Moodley.
Thank you, Uncle Siva. In loving memory of Rodney, what is death? The word death creates a fear of psychosis in the mind of human beings. You tell a person that such and such has died, it will produce a wave of shock in the mind of the listener. When death occurs in a family, it is announced in the papers, sad demise. According to authors unknown, he explains death as follows in his own understanding. Death is reunion with God. Death is like changing clothes and wearing new clothes. Death is getting merged in God. Death is to achieve eternity. Death is a realization that one is not the body, but the Atma, soul. Death is attaining a blissful state, Sat Chit Ananda. Death is to break all the ties that bind and be permanently released. Death is the only certainty. Death is understanding and experiencing the difference between the transitioned and the permanent. Anybody and everybody who is born in this world in any form has to meet with death sooner or later. Hence, death should be accepted as boldly and cheerfully as we accept life. That will help us in eliminating the fear of death, which has held most of us so tightly in its grip that we can hardly breathe. In fact, any human being who has taken a birth in this world may not be reborn again if he attains moksha or liberation in this present life. But on the other hand, each and every human being who is born in this world is bound to die, so death is the only certainty. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba explains, the Atma does not die. It is the body which decays and is declared death. When the Atma leaves, the Atma is neither born nor dies. It ever remains. On the other hand, the body which is changeable perishes and dies. Anything which is changeable is not real. Anything which is permanent is the truth. The Atma is permanent and eternal. Anakam, Namaste, Om Sai Ram, embodiments of divine love. Today, as we gather here to honor the life of our beloved Rodney, we grapple with the pain of losing someone so special. But we also celebrate the immense love, joy, and light he brought into our lives. Rodney's spirit. Rodney was not just a cousin, a husband, a father, or a friend. He was a pillar of strength for so many. He had a unique ability to make everyone feel valued, loved, and seen. Whether through his warm smile, his infectious laughter, or his unwavering support, Rodney left a mark on everyone he met. For many of us, he was our steady ground when life felt uncertain. He was the person you could lean on no matter the hour, no matter the situation. His heart was vast, his love selfless, and his kindness boundless. Rodney faced life's challenges with remarkable courage. Even in the face of adversity, he remained resilient and steadfast. He endured more than we may ever know. Yet, he never let his struggles overshadow the love he shared with us. Instead, he gave us his best, his humor, his wisdom, his care. To his family, Auntie Kogi and Uncle Daddy, you were blessed with a golden child, a divine gift who radiated love and light. Auntie Kogi, though losing Rodney is a pain beyond words, having him in your lives was an unmatched joy. May the beautiful memories you shared with him be a source of healing and peace. Shah, the universe brought you and Rodney together because your love and kindness were destined for each other. Your unwavering care and devotion were a source of strength for Rodney, and he was eternally grateful for you. Andrea, you were Rod's pride and joy. He loved you with all his heart and cherished every moment he had with you. Though he's no longer here, he will always watch over you, guiding and protecting you. Charmaine and family, may all the beautiful memories you shared with Rodney bring you comfort and peace. His legacy, Rodney's legacy lives on in the values he instilled, the love he shared, the lives he touched. He was a role model, a mentor, and a friend, especially to Creason and myself. We will never forget the laughter, the witty humor, and the countless memories we created together. Though Rodney is no longer with us, his spirit will forever remain in our hearts. His love was unconditional, his impact immeasurable, and his presence unforgettable. A message of gratitude and farewell. Rodney, thank you for every beautiful moment, every selfless act, and every precious memory. You were a gift to us all, a shining light that will never fade. As we bid farewell, let us honor Rodney by carrying his love within us, by cherishing every smile, every hug, and every moment of joy he gave. Let us be grateful for the time we had with him and live in a way that reflects the love he so freely shared. Rest in peace, dearest Rodney, with our beloved Lord Sai. You are loved beyond measure, and your memory will forever be a source of comfort and strength to us all. Jai Sai Ram.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a letter of thanks and gratitude. Okay, before we do that, there is another message, and this is to be read by Melanie, and which is a message from my sister-in-law Kogi to her son, late son, Rodney.
My dearest Rod, it felt very hard to say goodbye. You were God's special child, and He chose Daddy and I to be your parents. Rod, you went through a lot, but you never ever complained about your illness. You always had that smile on your face. Charmaine, Daddy, and I took care of you in your early days. Sham, Rod, was protective over you and always had your back. God kept you well for 53 years until you got sick, never complaining at all. Always saying, I am okay, Ma, do not stress. Rod, normally children would thank their parents for what they have done, but in your case, we thank you. Rod, no able person would do the things you have done. You took over the bottle store at the age of 18 with guidance from Daddy. You were there for 35 years. Rod, Sham came into your life as a blessing. God sent her to relieve me. For 17 years, Sham took care of you. When you got sick, she was there by your side 24/7. She loved and cherished you. Thank you, Sham, for everything you have done for my baby Rod. Andrea and I used to call you Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp. Andrea will miss her dada, so will Sham and I. To Creason and Jawashin, your entire lives were spent with taking care of Rod, dressing him up, putting his braces, and giving him all the love and comfort. Sayuka, Shumalan, and Jawashin were special to him. They would have their weekly chat. To my family and friends, I thank you all for whatever you all have done for Rodney. A very special thanks to Bongi and Victoria. Bongi, you are with us for 16 years. You did everything for Rod to make him feel comfortable. Although we had 2 private nurses, Rod only wanted you to do his trachea care because you were so gentle with him. You fed him his breakfast every day and did everything for him like a trained nurse would do. Thank you, Bongi and Victoria, for everything you have done for Rod. I know you're going to miss him. You loved Rod, and so did he. Go well, my baby. Love you. May you rest in peace with our beloved Lord Sai. God bless you all.
Thank you, Melanie. the heart-wrenching words from a mum at the 16-day memorial of her son. It's not easy, but ladies and gentlemen, before I take leave of the podium, and I often say this, if there's anybody that's been in a position of me, I don't know whether they would sustain another day. Ever since I remember myself, I'm standing at every podium. I myself have buried 6 brothers, 1 sister, a host of other family relatives. And from every time that I spoke from a podium, my message was one and the same. Whether it resonates with people, I don't know. But I'm going to repeat that death is just not the passing on of somebody. It is about what values life has taught us. Rodney's enjoyed a beautiful life, as far as I'm concerned. He had everything going for him. And like every one of us, when we do leave this earth, what do we go with? Not even the clothes on our back, because then the undertaker has to make you look good. I was at the parlor the morning of Rodney's funeral, and what struck me most is, no matter how prominent you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how great a name you are, you will still lay on that steel table. So what is the need for us to have all of these baggages of hatred, anger, envy? Life is for living. I'll share with you a story of a research done. There's a bridge in America which is noted for suicide victims. For those that are very sort of challenged and are depressed, would find it so easy to jump over that bridge. And the researchers took it upon themselves to find out. And when the last person threw himself over the bridge, they backtracked. To get back to his flat, they found a suicide note that is like every other. But this suicide note was different. And it stated, by the time I leave my flat to the rails of the bridge, which is densely populated with people on a daily basis, if one person takes a time out to greet me and say hello, I will return home. The moral of the story is, we'll see people, we'll have people, but we won't take the time to acknowledge them. However, in your own special way, whatever has been done and whatever you do for people, God will give you the recognition. As ladies and gentlemen, I have my final tribute, and this, or it's not a tribute, it's a thank you. And this goes out to Melanie, our last speaker, and this comes from Kogi, which goes, last year you were here to spend time with Rod. Rod was so happy to see you. He said, Ma, Mel did a lot for me. Every week she would come or go to Prasanti and do special prayer for me at Swami's Sanadi. Mel also did a seva for all the poor people at Puthapati. A few times she got Sai's blessings. Mel, I thank you for everything that you have done for Rod, especially standing by with Shamla, encouraging her every day, talking to her on the phone. Mel, thank you for everything that you have done for Sham and us. I know you love Rod, and so did he. God bless you, Mel. Love you, Auntie Kogi. And thank you also to Ria, Mel's daughter, from Bangalore, to compile this slide at such short notice. This is truly remarkable for somebody who really loved Rodney. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'll hand over once again to Gopi Tagat, who will take us through the concluding prayer. We humbly ask of you to please remain, join us for an early dinner before you depart to your respective homes. Wishing you safe journeys back, thanking you on behalf of the Naidoo family, more especially my sister-in-law Kogi, Shamla, Shamaine, and the rest of the families. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, sir. Dear family and friends, we're moving on to the second half of the prayer. The rodney will call on the son, followed by mom, together with the kids, their spouses, family and friends. Thank you.
அதுதான் உன் மகனே
எப்போதும் புரியவில்லை. நேற்று சொன்னது தவறிவிட்டேன், அது எப்போதும் புரியவில்லை. என் மாவில் என்றே நடக்குதன்னா என் இதயம் தாங்கவில்லை. என் மாவில் என்றே நடக்குதன்னா என் இதயம் தாங்கவில்லை. அண்ணா எங்கே நீ? இங்கே நான். போன பாதையில் நான் போனேன், இதனை இருக்குதன்னா. போன பாதையில் நான் போனேன், இதனை இருக்குதன்னா. அந்த நிதையில் உன்னை பார்க்கவில்லை, என் கண்ணே விழுந்ததன்னா. அந்த நிதையில் உன்னை பார்க்கவில்லை, என் கண்ணே விழுந்ததன்னா. அண்ணா எங்கே நீ? இங்கே நான். अंतर्यामी तुई हालोल तुरती दारी. अंतर्यामी तुई हालोल तुरती दारी. प्रशांत कमर करो आओ साईरा. अंतर्यामी तुई हालोल तुरती दारी. प्रशांत कमर करो आओ साईरा. तूई माता पिता, तूई बंद सका. तूई माता पिता, तूई बंद सका. तूई सद्गुरुना
என்னாலும் பார்ப்பாயே தேலும் இறங்கையே தேவாருள்வாயே நல்லும் இருந்தேவா என்னாலும் பார்ப்பாயே தேலும் இறங்கையே தேவாருள்வாயே क्षमा करो ताई मेरे बाबा सी सत्यताई एक बार क्षमा करो ताई मेरे बाबा सी सत्यताई ताई बाबा प्रेम मोदी सत्यताई क्षमा मोदी ताई बाबा प्रेम मोदी सत्यताई बार क्षमा करो ताई मेरे बाबा सी सत्यताई शेर दिखताई तेरे द्वार कमाई माँ दिखताई तेरे याद बुझाई तेरे दिखताई तेरे द्वार कमाई माँ दिखताई तेरे याद बुझाई क्षमा मोदी ताई बाबा प्रेम मोदी सत्यताई एक बार क्षमा करो ताई Oh,
family and friends, can I have your attention please? We've come to the conclusion of our memorial service of our late Rodney, Naidoo. It's now time for our Arati. Would you all please rise, put your hands together and join us in prayer. Thank you. Can we have the son in the front please? Can we all put our hands together? Let's pray. Nandri, ధన్యవాదాలు. Thank you. Dear family and friends, once again the Naidoo family would like to place on record their sincere thanks and gratitude to all those of you that have stood by this family in the passing away of Rodney. I want to say thank you for your floral tributes, messages of condolences. I also want to say thank you for responding to this invitation. late lunch, early supper will be served. They'd like you all to partake. It's buffet, so you need to go at the back and fetch your meal. And for those of you that are traveling far and wide, we wish you all a safe journey home. Dhanyavadalu, Nandri, thank you.